Hello folks, this is Longshot 1982 with another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Venom Comiquette by Sideshow Collectibles. As I usually like to start off with my reviews, I like to show the first appearance of the character. This is Venom's first appearance in 1988's The Amazing Spider-Man number 300. How Eddie Brock attained the symbiote costume was when he was following Spider-Man, and Spider-Man at the time was trying to get rid of the costume. He was in a church, top of a tower, and because the symbiote suit is sound sensitive, he was able to separate himself from the suit when the church bells were ringing, and he was like right there when it happened, which agitated the suit, which is a bonding symbiote. So it is alive. So what happened was that it was separated from Spider-Man while Eddie Brock was following Spider-Man at the base of the tower. It fell on him, and then they bonded. Now, Hollywood tried to portray this rivalry that's been lasting for well more than 20 years in the form of Spider-Man 3. You can't turn a 20-something-year rivalry and then sum it up in a 5-minute fight. The whole movie was crap from soup to nuts. I wish they had never made it. The character was miscast. The person who's supposed to play Eddie Brock is a very large football player built person, not that skinny actor that played Eddie Brock in the movie. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. It was a big slap in the face to all the fans of Venom, Spider-Man, Carnage, and such. All the Spider-Man fans. I just wanted to put that out there, that when they tried to do it, they screwed up, and it would be very nice to see if they could try again, and hopefully we could forget Spider-Man 3 and have it as a thing of the past. So this is Venom's first appearance, and this is the Venom Comiquette. The Venom Comiquette stands about 13 inches, so it can squeeze in an IKEA Detolf. It can. So it is easily displayable in one of them. I always try to get displayability because sometimes these statues are so large people don't have the space for them. This is just big enough where it'll fit the top shelf of a Detolf in comfortably. Here it is. Here's its back. As with the other reviews, everybody knows how much detail has been put into this. Everybody knows how much work got put into this. Is this my personal favorite display of Venom? Absolutely. Are there other fantastic displays of Venom's character out there in other statues? Definitely. Kotobukiya has a wonderful display of Venom with his tongue sticking out, all the craziness. I mean, they have a lot of displays out there. There's another one by Sideshow Collectibles from Spider-Man 3 that looked fantastic. They did a great job with that. So there are other pieces out there, because the problem with this piece is that it's in high demand and a lot of people want it, i.e. it goes for a pretty amount of money. If you don't have the cash to I got this years ago, at cost actually, when it first was released. Now, if you don't have that, listen, we're not all rich here. There's a lot. If you really want to have a nice Venom for your collection, there's a lot of alternatives you can get out there. There's a lot of great ones. Hero Statue Collector Lou, he found one out there, and he pointed it out. I didn't even know it existed. It was absolutely beautiful. So there's other portrayals of Venom out there. All of them basically show the same aggression, his mouth wide open, his tongue flailing around. So, the Kotobukiya Venom, which I don't have, is another beautiful piece of artwork at a much smaller scale and a much smaller price tag. So if you wanted to get your hands on that, it would be, wise for you to try to, get your hands on it, because it is very easily displayable. It's only 10 inches, but it's got a lot of weight to it. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's, it's fantastic. I would like to eventually get my hands on one as well. But not to deter away from this review of the Venom Comiquette, it's just there's a lot of reviews of him out there. My favorite part about Venom is that You know, he's sole focus is to take out Spider-Man. He's got so much jealousy and resentment for Spider-Man because he feels that Spider-Man took everything from him. You know, he's a little bit of an anti-hero. You know what I mean? He hates Spider-Man, but he had to team up with Spider-Man during the Maximum Carnage series, which was a series in the earlier 90s where, you know, Venom didn't like Spider-Man, but, you know, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And they basically teamed up to take out Carnage, which was a insane serial killer psychopath. So, you know, Venom does have his positives as well. He's a strong ally to have with you if, you know, he likes you. You know, so there's a lot of stories that go on with Venom, a lot of great books, a lot of great reading out there. And this is just basically when you want to display that. Everybody knows who Venom is. You know, anybody who's really rich into the reading of Spider-Man comic books, you know that he's an animal. Bottom line, straight in box, he is an animal, and this is a beautiful display of his animalistic nature. I mean, let's get a close-up of the tongue really quick one more time. It's a good job. So that's pretty much it. This is Longshot 1982's review of the Venom Comiquette by Sideshow Collectibles. Please sub me if you haven't. Thank you so much for your time. You have a great evening. Afternoon. It's the afternoon. Yeah, have a good afternoon.